world we all share is given to us in trust. Every choice we make regarding the earth, air and water around us should be made with the objective of preserving it for all generations to come. Of all the renewable energy that it offers, it is the energy tapped from water, what we call as hydropower, which illuminates the lives of many. With the help of extensive technological innovations, it is now possible to plan, design, build and operate hydropower projects with minimum environmental consequences. With a vision to sustainably develop clean power through competent, responsible and innovative values, NHPC Limited, a Government of India enterprise, was incorporated in the year 1975 to produce power through conventional and non-conventional sources in India and abroad. To meet the increasing demand for power supply of our large population, NHPC has 24 power stations, including its joint ventures. NHPC's development goals have always been in sync with the sustainable conservation of nature. Its multidisciplinary environment core group conducts the environmental impact assessment studies and monitors the implementation of various environmental safeguards and measures for the development of environmentally sound hydro projects. To explore the sustainable initiatives by NHPC, let's see together how hydropower is fueling a cleaner, better India of tomorrow.
NHPC's humongous power-friendly approach has been possible due to its work ethics and commitments. It dreams of a cleaner and greener future for its country through its various power-generating initiatives and sustainable measures like catchment area treatment.
Catchment area treatment is one of such initiatives involving understanding of the erosion characteristics of the terrain and suggesting remedial measures to reduce the erosion rate, which can be seen in most of the NHPC projects.
At present, I'm witnessing a prolific plantation undertaken by NHPC. Similar commendable initiatives have been taken by NHPC in other parts of the country as well.
Engineering measures for catchment area treatment has resulted in natural regeneration and plantation by treating vast areas of degraded land.
Due to its site-specific character, hydropower projects invariably require diversion of the forest land, mainly for its reservoir and project components. However, to compensate loss of the forest, compensatory afforestation is taken up by NHPC through State Forest Department on double area of the degraded forest.
Systematic compensatory afforestation has been done for all the power stations of NHPC, which includes soil conservation and moisture retention measures, plantation of tree species of local importance. NHPC also undertook massive afforestation drives for its numerous projects and several other initiatives under the Green Belt Development Plan and voluntary afforestation schemes.
Along with compensatory afforestation, NHPC also takes stringent measures to ensure the restoration of the construction areas for aesthetic purposes as well as to enhance the green cover.
Biodiversity conservation has always been one of the priority areas for NHPC. Based on the findings of environmental impact assessment studies, project-specific measures for biodiversity conservation are identified and executed.
One such biodiversity measure implemented by NHPC is the development of herbal parks in most of its projects. These parks not only conserve and propagate floral species of medicinal and economic purposes, but also helps to create awareness about biodiversity conservation amongst employees as well as locals.
Extension of national park with plantation and upliftment of wildlife has been carried out jointly by NHPC and the Forest Department in areas where needed. Plantation drives have been initiated to restore the muck dumping areas as well, which has resulted in luxuriant tree cover and development of green belt in many of the sites. At NHPC, every possible effort is made to pile up the muck generated and stack it with proper slopes at pre-identified dumping sites for reclamation.
NHPC's aim to foster plantation is not just limited to dumping areas, but also in quarry sites. Today I have come at Rangit Power Station. After looking at this dense forest cover, it is difficult to imagine that this place was ever used for quarrying. The measures taken by NHPC for restoration of quarry sites have helped in converting barren and degraded forest land into a luxuriant vegetation cover.
A systematic solid waste management is another remarkable feature of all NHPC projects, ensuring that domestic wastes generated from its colonies are treated and disposed of in a scientific manner. Along with waste management, NHPC also takes utmost care to provide stability to the reservoir rim, what is known as the reservoir rim treatment. The main idea behind this is to avoid the soil from getting dislodged from the unstable patches of land located around the reservoir periphery.
Conservation of aquatic life is one of the major arenas where NHPC has played a vital role while doing its projects. Several mitigation measures have been taken in various areas to tackle the consequences of damming of the river on the aquatic life, like the one right behind me. These fisheways and fish ladder facilities have restored the movement of fishes across artificial barriers and has allowed them to breathe and proliferate.
For conservation, propagation and sustenance of fisheries at its various projects and power stations, fish farms with hatchery rearing and nursing ponds have also been developed by NHPC. NHPC strictly maintains the environmental flow for sustenance of downstream ecology, for which necessary arrangements have been made. With a holistic approach, work opportunities are generated, giving the affected as well as the local people a chance to lead a life of self-respect and dignity. This has been majorly possible due to the Resettlement and Rehabilitation Policy and the enactment of Land Acquisition Act 2013.
एनएचपीसीले जुन चाहिँ जमिन लग्यो त्यसको अलावा बदलीमा फेरि हामीलाई अर्को दिएको छ यहाँनिर र हामी यहाँ सेटल राम्रोसँग भएको छ जमिन मात्रै हैन र फेरि हामीलाई इम्प्लोयमेन्ट पनि दिएको छ एनएचपीसीले
हम एनएचपीसी के शुक्रगुजार हैं इनने हमें पाली ग्रीन हाउस और ये लाइट दिए जब बर्फ यहाँ पे पड़ रहा था उस वक्त हमें यहाँ पे सब्जी नहीं मिलती थी जब ग्रीन हाउस दिया तब से हम लोग बर्फ में भी ये हरा सब्जी खा सकते हैं
NHPC gives immense attention to conservation of heritage. Changes in design layout are made whenever possible for any such project which may affect monuments of religious or cultural significance. If the design change is inevitable, NHPC makes all efforts to relocate the same. Shifting of Mane Gumfa during construction of Rangit HE project is one such example.
With an ability to plan, promote and operate, combined with precise strategy, NHPC has emerged globally as an organization par excellence and has been consistently awarded and lauded at the national level for its core activity of power generation and efforts to create a green and sustainable environment. At NHPC, post-project environmental impact assessment is an important part of evaluation of effectiveness of environmental management plans implemented at projects. It is now mandatory to conduct post-construction environmental impact assessment studies in an interval of 5 years to ascertain the environmental impacts due to any projects. NHPC is on a challenging journey of a continuous pursuit of perfection to make optimal use of Earth's natural resources while maintaining and conserving them simultaneously. Undertaking endeavours towards sustainable green practices to meet the demand for power supply of our large population, NHPC responsibly ensures a greener future for future generations.